babies.
Welcome home.
What an idiot.
Thanks.
You know, I just drove the 10 hours and plugged all my shit in. Worked like that. Haven't been home in weeks. I sound amazing.
You do.
This is, yeah, I'm right in my comfort zone. And I'm back to the original kind of studio feel because it's hot as balls here. 97. And yeah, feeling good. And then you show up muted. So things are back to normal.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'll be...
This fucking guy, I swear to God.
Is he not the biggest cunt that you've ever dealt with?
He unfucking believable.
And I'm the idiot of the show.
I mean, you are the idiot. He's the asshole.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That's me.
I'm the asshole. He's the fuck bag. If categories go asshole, idiot, fuck bag, Bill lands in fuck bag.
Yeah, I agree. It's funny too because I can't wait for him to say I didn't have my phone all day, but yet he was sending snaps all day of him at the beach. So
Well,
I can't wait to hear that excuse.
He's a degenerate liar.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Well, I didn't have my phone on me. I was at the beach. Then I was taking Snapchats and sending them out all fucking day. Oh well.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm miserable. How are you?
Wait, what's it called? Pathological liar. Bill's a pathological liar.
Text message back. Yes, he is a pathological liar. And you know he's not going to listen to the show, so we can just say all this.
Yeah. This is a really long end. This could be a 25-minute cold open here based on his fucking...
Well, I think he can just come in whenever he pleases. This is going to be a fun fucking show. Oh, this is going to be great.
Oh, here he is. Hear ye, hear ye.
God forbid my computer fucking shut the bed today.
God forbid. God forbid. God forbid, Queen.
Mm-hmm.
You look great.
Thanks.
What, you get some sun today?
I use this thing. It's called suntan lotion.
Those shoulders look invisible.
That's right. No, I fucking load the suntan lotion up. Fuck that. I don't need no sunburn.
Ray, I thought for sure. I mean, this was the longest we've gone on a Sunday without hearing back. I thought for sure we had death.
Fingers were crossed all day, but when I got that text that he was alive, it was very, very unfortunate.
I had no phone. It's just there's like zero service at the beach. So
yeah.
My swim.
The queen abides. The queen abides. Look, this is what, you know what? It's fine. This is why it works because of the dichotomy. Ray's the idiot, I'm the asshole, and Bill's the fuckbag. We decided that before you got on, Bill, and I was
enjoying my day at the beach. It's 100 degrees out.
It's a soup cocktail. I'm back. Thanks for wishing me back into my home studio, Bill, and letting me know
congratulations.
How
you look
good
great.
I sound. I feel like I sound good. Look great. Today's going to be a good show. Producer Bray is on top of things. He got the email out. So welcome to the Simple Mind Sports Show. Monday headlines. No idea. No clue.
June 7th.
June 7th. Welcome to the show. My fucking calendar's still on May. I haven't been here in weeks. The Monday headlines are not brought to you by that, Ray. They're actually brought to you by White Birch Brewing.
What?
White Birch Brewing is on Mondays because you're drinking. You need a hair of the dog. It's been a long weekend. Get on down there. A nice Monday beer is really underrated. Bill knows. Just head on down to the bar. Head on down to the tap room. Get a flight. What you go nuts. Try everything. They got everything good down there. They got sours going. They got the IPAs. Ray, what's your favorite IPA again?
Something a lot more interesting.
Bill, you like the stouts down there. Even at 100-degree day, if you get it cold enough and in the right mood, give White Birch a stout. They're the only ones that can pull that off. And if you don't get to the tap room in Nashua, New Hampshire, Ray, address please.
460 Amherst Street.
Get it at your local beer store, wherever they sell craft beers. Wherever you get it, tell them Simple Minds Boys sent you. White Birch Brewing. Sunday was a good day for the beach, Bill. Sunday was a good day to relax and blow some steam off because that Bruins game on Saturday fucking sucked.
God, that was the worst one. I think that was the worst game they played in weeks.
They were due for a stinker. Before they lost the overtime game to the Islanders, they had won 4 straight in the playoffs, which is hard to do.
5 straight.
You're right. 5. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, 5 straight.
Oh.
Game 1. They lost game 2. So that's hard to do. And I don't think they played poorly in that game. I think this is the first game they've played bad.
They were terrible
in the playoffs, and they were bad.
They were bad. Defense was terrible. The tone was set. Pasta missed a wide open net on the post far side. How the fuck does that happen? And he knew it. He crumbled to the ice. Like, that is just.
Can I tell you how he missed it? Go
ahead.
Varlamov. You think I'm going to say because he sucks, but I'm not. Varlamov has been so good. He didn't take a half a second. He snapped that off at a one-timer, thinking he was going to have to be Varlamov. If he just took a half a second to look at the net, Ray, you said he could have skated it in. He could have fucking picked it up and walked it in. Varlamov has been so good in this series. He thought he was going to have to get it by him, and I guarantee he didn't even look at the net. You could tell. You look at the replay. He didn't even look at the net. But nevertheless, he was trash in that game all around.
I thought the whole team was trash.
I'll go. Sorry to interrupt you, Bill. Go ahead. I'll give you the floor here. But don't miss this. If he makes that shot, it's a completely different game. Not just that you're tied in the third period when the Islanders took control.
Because they were already up 1-0.
You'd have momentum. I think the game shifted in a different area. I'll get to it, but you would have momentum on that shot. I mean, that's a huge. You can't miss that in the playoffs. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you can't. I mean, dude, I could have scored that thing. I can't even lift my fucking arm over my head. All right, and that's just terrible. The defense, Clifton, Zorbel didn't play, but Lazan, all those guys were fucking terrible. And then the whole first line, Bergeron couldn't win an offensive zone faceoff, which was killing this team. Their power play was just.
Wasn't he like 6 for 16 on faceoffs yesterday?
He was bad, dude.
Yeah,
and they were due. I mean, you're playing almost every other day, but yeah, it was depressing to watch because like I thought they were going to come in and roll. Your Saturday night primetime game, and it's just that was a tone setter right there. And then the chippiness, you fucking Krejci hit Barzal in the nuts. Got 5K fine today, so it doesn't matter, dude. That shit can't happen. It's playoff hockey. I think even Marchand's bitch smacks someone in the face with his stick, so it's like that shit can't play. And then he was it McAvoy, and then Pasternak too got a bad penalty.
He got a $5,000 fine today too.
So it's like that shit can't happen. You just let those guys. I think you're kind of seeing them break a little bit.
The tone was set during morning.
Beat up.
The tone was set. They was set morning skate when Marchand limped off the ice because he got a puck to the foot. So that really had that. And then Grzelcyk played like absolute dog shit.
Turnover after fucking
He was the worst. He was the worst offender on the ice last night, and it just showed. And that it wasn't the Bees that we've been known to watch and see. This was just a totally different team.
Moving.
I'll ask you the question: is it the Bees that we've come to know and see? Because I'll go back to the St. Louis Blues series. They took it to 7, but they got their ass pushed around. Go back to the Lightning series. They got their ass skated around and pushed around. And now you're seeing the Islanders pick up the physical play and that bully ball. Bill, you were clearly fucked up last night, but we were texting
fucked up.
We were texting back, and we'll get to that in a second. We were texting back and forth about the calls, and Cassidy has something to say about the refs too. And, it's playoff hockey. I'm okay if they're not calling these late hits because McAvoy took a late hit on a finish in a check. Pasternak took a late hit, finishing the check. They missed a high stick on Carlo or on Lazan. So the point is, I'm not trying to bitch about the refs. I'm trying to say the Islanders are picking up their intensity and they're doing it and getting away with it. The Bruins are doing stupid shit like spearing a guy in the ball sack because you're frustrated he's checking you in the hip. Turn around and check him back. If they're letting that shit fly, you'll have a much better chance of getting away with it. Don't hit him in the balls. So, but we've seen this for the last couple of years in the playoffs. The intensity picks up, and the Bruins don't necessarily match it. They did against the Caps. You have to come back with some smart intensity, physical play when you get back to Boston here, because that's what beat you last night. You just got the shit kicked out of you.
Yeah, I mean they're throwing their weight around too, but you're seeing it like because I think they were pretty even in hits and before entering last night's game. I think the Bruins were leading the series in hits. So I mean they're trying, but it's beaten up. You lose Brandon Carlo.
Let me ask you something though, Bill. When the Bruins are in control of the game, doesn't it look like Crosby's Penguins? The puck is flying around the ice.
Yeah,
they're up and down and they're skating all over the place. When the Islanders are in control of the game, they're forechecking their asses off, beating the shit out of the defense. Can't. The Bruins, they have the puck. They can't get it out of their own zone. The Islanders are just physically taking over in the Bruins zone. So it's a different type of game that I thought the Bruins did well against the Caps to match. And last night, certainly I don't think they matched that type of intensity. The hits, yeah, it's a big hitting game, but they're not matching that style of play as much as I think they need to get away with it.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like I said, this is probably their worst game they played since that 8-0 game against the Capitals. I mean, they were that bad. I mean, you just wish that was a big one last night, going up 3-1, coming back home. It would have been fucking huge. And then you just got beat up. You really need Kevin Miller back. I mean, that's
he's skating.
Yeah, I know. That's a physicality that you're missing right there. I mean, he's a tough son of a bitch on that back end. And then in Brandon Carlo, you talk about you can't get out of your zone. Brandon Carlo is one of your best puck moving defensemen. You know, and he can't. They're not starting the breaks because he can't get the puck out. You know, Lazon's not as great, and Connor Clifton can't do it. So it's like Tenorti.
Who does he think he is? Does he think he's Krug? Did he watch Krug for a couple years? And
he's throwing a lot of hits, but you're seeing when you're a 7 to 8 defenseman, which is what he is, you're overexposing him now out of necessity. Because Tenorti last night was caca. So I mean, you again, he can't move the puck. You got Clifton playing on the right side now instead of the left side. You got all these left shot defensemen. So it's like that's where you're seeing.
At least Tenorti was like when he had a chance to get it out of the zone, he cleared it on the boards. Grizzlick is like he's trying to be Marchand out there. It's like, dude, just fucking get it out, man. You're up 1-0 in the third. What are you doing? Also, okay, we didn't have this in the email, but let me ask you this, Ray, if you want to chime in, or Bill. Cassidy double shifted that fourth line, which probably was your best line that night on Saturday night. But you're down by a goal in the third period, and you double shift the fourth line when you have Marchand, Pasternak, and Bergeron on your team. That's unacceptable from Cassidy. It's not the fucking regular season, dude. You go down swinging with the big dicks in the Cracker Factory, not the fucking Corrales of the world. Come on, that's a misstep.
I didn't like it.
I think it's a minor misstep. I don't think it's why they lost the game, but
like I said to you guys, do you think it was one of those things that he was showing these guys, like if you guys are going to play hard like the fourth line, then you can sit on the fucking bench and I'll double shift these guys?
Could be. I mean, it could be a message. Julian used to like to do that shit too with the fourth line like that, especially late. But he did it because he's an asshole and did it. When they're down by a goal. With fucking like a minute left, he's running the fourth line out because he's a prick. So I mean,
Cassidy did it because they were the best line out there.
Can I bring something up real quick?
Go ahead.
Montreal is about to go to the conference finals after they fire that walking tit. Carry on.
Yeah, against the Jets and the choking Maple Leafs.
Doesn't matter.
All right, let's get to the texts of the night last night or on Saturday night.
Well, do you have to refresh Bill's memory?
Maybe.
No, I remember him, but I remember him good. I was mad. I would just blame. I needed someone to blame.
Tuukka Rask, 32 saves, 2 goals, 45 minutes worth of text message. Tuukka's gonna have that. Tuukka's gonna have that. Those are the most not have to have goals I've seen in the playoffs in a long time. Not to mention, out of those 32, about 30 of them were fucking dynamite. You should have lost that game 6-0. That was Tuukka Rask. He
played lights out.
He is the only one that belonged on the ice last night.
He was
awesome.
It's always his fault.
His defense fucking let him down, and Barzal is on fire right now.
Dude, they can't stop him up and down the ice, up and down the ice. It's like, geez, he is so fast. God, he would look so good next to Taylor Hall right now. God, he looks so fucking.
Don't do it to yourself. But let's, I obviously, the joke was smoke something else to get even there because it is not Tuukka's fault.
The joke was when you texted and said, "Hey, Bill, sober up for tomorrow." Bill's never sober. That was the dumbest thing you could ever say.
I didn't have one drink today, motherfucker.
He's got to slim down for his lady. She likes those invisible pasty shoulders thin.
That's right.
Tuukka was not the problem. I just chalked that one up to a dead game. You're in the way. Look, it's hard to close out teams in any sport in playoff. The Islanders are never going to go away. In their house, that's a rabid fan base. They were fucking loud.
The place was, it was rocking last night.
And
you're seeing it now being more an advantage.
Look, you should have won. Pasta hits that. You're up 2-0. You could have won. And Tuukka's playing lights out. So I don't give them an excuse, but they just fell flat. They came out flat. They fell flat. And I expect them to bounce back. I picked them in 5. I guess I have to go 6 now.
I had them in 6. I mean, they're 2 evenly matched teams. Barry Trotz is a great coach too, and they don't have too many superstars too. And Varlamov is just he should have Vezina the way he's playing right now. He got left off the list, but damn.
I guess he was hurt at the end.
Yeah, I think so. But dude, Jesus Christ, he looks like a brick wall. You seen the goals they scored against them, or they've had to score against them. And then you got a wide open fucking net and you miss it by a mile. It's like, dude, come on. That's what's so heartbreaking about it.
If you're going best players of the series right now, it's Varlamov, Tuukka, probably Barzal, maybe put Marchand underneath that. Like
Marchand, yeah.
That's probably where you go.
McAvoy,
you absolutely
probably
start the goals.
Oh, McAvoy. I put McAvoy up there.
You have to start with the goalies, though. Those guys have been lights out. Tuukka had not a great game.
We said this going in, though. You got to remember, Bruins. I didn't think the Bruins were equipped to win 3-2, 2-1 games. And there's 2 games they've lost. You're kind of seeing it. They battled back to go 3-3. Late goals in the third, and then last night they couldn't muster up. Missing empty nets. This team, especially now with the defense going down, you're not built to win games like this. I'm sorry, you're not. And it's just. This is going to be a grind. I mean, I at this point, I see it going 7 because,
here's a trend that I'm not really liking. The Islanders, I think, have owned the third period in probably every game. I have to go back and look at game 1, but the Islanders
they did own the third period.
Put their pressure and the will on the third period, and they've either tied it or won it. They won it. So. But the point is, it seems like the Islanders get stronger as the game goes on, and the Bruins let them, and that's a trend that I don't think you can let happen. And if that's their game, then you have to get up early. You can't be missing wide open goddamn nets.
Yeah, I mean, if you look to your point, Rich, I mean, game 2 they lost 2-goal lead in the third, and then they outshot them. Like they just took the control. They controlled the fucking overtime.
DOT, yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're getting stronger there too. So it's like, fuck. This is just going to grind, man. It's ugh.
They don't go away. Tough loss there. That was it, right, Producer Ray? We didn't miss anything there?
Yes, that's it.
Excellent. Shall we move on?
Shall.
Okay. Behind me is game 3 of Sox Yankees, which 15 years ago would have been, we wouldn't be recording. And now it's just another thing on TV. However, for Red Sox fans, Sox took the first 2 in, I guess, somewhat dramatic fashion. A couple of, good games, and they battled back after dropping 3 to the Astros. This is what you need, and I think we've said this, but we'll talk more about it on Tuesday. We got a Red Sox show. You can root for this team. They bounce back, man. Dropping 3 in Houston, then going to the Bronx and taking the first 2. Say what you want about the 3 against the Astros, but that's a team that is not going to give up. It's not going to quit. The Yankees and that rivalry is not what it used to be, but winning in the Bronx is still winning in the Bronx. And the Yankees have a good team. I mean, it's not like they're bottom of the league or anything. So, I mean, I take a good stock out of those first 2 games in New York.
Yeah, and they got some good pitching out of Valdi game 1 too. I mean, that's what you want to see. He's got 7 and I think it was 7-2 now. Even Erod kind of held on together yesterday or Saturday, whatever. When he sucked, but I mean, at least he kind of 3 runs kept him in. And Matt Barnes fucking struck on the side yesterday in like 15 pitches. He's disgusting right now.
Is he leading the league? Is he leading the league in saves?
No.
No. 15. I put it in the. I don't know.
He got 2.
He's on pace for 30. He's on pace for over 30. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And he's already struck out. He had 38 strikeouts or some shit last year, and now he's double that, and already in less innings or some shit. It's crazy. He's stuck out like 50 guys or some shit. It's incredible.
Yeah, he's killing it. Garrett Whitlock playing well. First time. So obviously the story with Whitlock, Rule 5 draft player, came from the Yankees. That
He's got 14 saves, 45 Ks, 25 innings.
That basically means the Rule 5 draft that the Yankees left him off their 40-man roster, didn't think he was good enough or didn't want him on their MLB roster. Red Sox plucked him, and he's been awesome for them. Good to see him go out there, get the win in the stat column there in Yankee Stadium. Has pitched well all year. Looks like Devers got out of whatever funk he had. Nice home run there. And Bobby Dahlbach continues to make his fucking pitch to stay in the majors. As
he's about to strike out right behind you right now.
Well, see, he strikes out or he hits a homer. That's the only thing he can do.
Dude, he's batting 190, 191 or some shit like that, dude.
199.
Wow.
Before this game on Sunday, he was batting 199.
Yeah, send him down. I want him down at this point. I mean, you give him some seasoning, maybe Chavis. Ooh, he didn't strike out. Wow, double play.
Nope, just a force out.
Almost beat it out. All right, so tune in on Tuesday. We'll talk some more. Red Sox.
Who's pitching for the Yankees today? That wife beater Jermaine.
That's not a beep because it's true.
If it's true, it's not a beep.
Yeah, he lost 85 games last year or the year before.
Well, in this game on Sunday that we're watching behind, Sox got up 1 in the first, and Garrett Richards, Ray's favorite son, came and immediately gave up 2 runs in the first. It's that type of shit in baseball you can't do as a
maybe it's too
pitcher.
hot. Maybe it's too hot for him.
He didn't bring his tank top.
Yeah, he didn't bring a tank top. Too hot.
He likes, he's a San Diego guy. If it's not 78 with a slight breeze, throws them all off.
Oh yeah,
throws them all off.
Boob sweat.
Let's go a little NBA. Is this it? Is the spark? Is this the spark on the dumpster fire? James Harden's hamstring has tightened up again or whatever, tweaked again. Went out of game 1. The Nets came back and won because it's the fucking Bucks. God damn it. The goddamn Bucks.
Anyone else, they would have taken that first.
I might even take the shitty Celtics without James Harden over those fucking dumpster fire Nets. We'll see. Game 2, Harden is out again. That's big, man. We were putting bets on when the dumpster fire of Kyrie and the Nets would happen with Harden coming to that team. I had him in the playoffs. Ray had some kind of time warp where he was always right with his prediction.
No, I said Valentine's Day.
Regardless,
I said Christmas.
Yeah.
And they got him on Christmas Eve. So regardless of that, if you watch that team, Harden is the linchpin. He's been the guy.
He's the one that molded his game to play with those guys. If you think about even Garnett, Pierce, all those guys molded that shit. But Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving haven't done that shit. It's like he's leading the team in assists now. I mean, he's been disgusting for them.
He's also a fat fuck, and he doesn't want to run up the court anymore.
Newsflash: James Harden is really good.
Bill, be nice. I haven't said anything mean to you tonight. Be nice.
I was gonna say it's from eating chicken at a strip club, but go ahead.
No, you weren't. You lying. You pathological liar.
I swear to God.
Anyway, with James Harden in there, on a bad shooting night for Kyrie, or if he doesn't get the shot and someone else other than KD gets a shot, does he flip out? Steve Nash is not their coach, so let's, this is the type of thing that could start that kindling for the dumpster fire and Kyrie Irving going off the deep end. And we know KD is a baby back bitch, so if he's given the spotlight, can he do it against the Bucks? It seems like it, because those fucking guys always choke. And then you got Embiid. So I don't know. It might not look good here, but without James Harden, we have a chance.
But he missed a lot of time with that hamstring injury in the regular season. So if that happens for the playoffs and he's done for the playoffs, there's no way the Nets make it to the championship.
But was he healing? Was he healing or was he healing?
Was making it rain at a strip club?
That's healing. He was healing.
Was he
leg up, just chilling?
Was he at the facility getting a massage, or was he at the facility getting a massage?
He was at the facility getting a massage.
I feel like that's probably true. That's why you missed that time. Mm-hmm. Kyrie got his sabbatical to be an asshole earlier in the year. KD missed
after a week,
the entire year with a bullshit injury he claimed to have.
Oh yeah,
and that was Harden's turn. I fucking hate them. Anybody but the Nets. And I'm a never netter.
Say that on social media and get your fucking head ripped off too. It's hilarious.
Never need.
I'm a never netter. There's a lot of fake Nets fans out there. Hawks beat the Sixers in game 1.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Trae Young was on fire.
Yep, and Doc Rivers looks like that over coach that everyone thinks he's going to lead to the promised land and the biggest choke artists of NBA coaches of all time.
Clippers win. They came back, right?
Yeah, they got
today.
7
Yeah, they
today
won,
on
yeah.
Sunday. Yeah, that's too bad. I would have liked to see Luka.
Dude, Kawhi in Game 6 though, 45. He was fucking. What was he? 15 to 24.
Fucking
He was
awesome.
disgusting.
All right, so I wanted the Clippers to go down in round 1 and make them second guess staying there and just give the Celtics a shot. Just give them a shot at something worthwhile. But
he could be the best player in the fucking world if he like.
They're already saying that he's going to opt out of LA and the Knicks are his next destination.
Dog, I used to like Kawhi Leonard. Now I'm just kind of over this fucking.
Yeah, he's another mercenary load management asshole.
60 games a year. Suck my dick. Sick of it.
That's fucking astute sports journalism right there. Send that to Adam. That should be Adam Silver's press conference. We'd like to talk to the NBA players about load management. Kawhi, 60 games a year. Suck my dick.
My dick.
Signed Adam Silver. Can we not forget that the Sixers are also choking dogs? Joel Embiid
tore his meniscus, right?
Dog. Yeah, now he's got a boo-boo on his knee. So let's see what he does. Ben Simmons, the most overrated superstar in the NBA. Guy can't shoot. It's basketball. Guy can't shoot. I will not be surprised if Trae Young beats the 76ers. And I say Trae Young on purpose because that's that team. He's fucking awesome.
I like the way Capella's been playing too for them.
Yeah, I don't get me wrong. They're playing great together.
Gallinari.
Trae Young
playing sick with that mohawk.
Think about what the Celtics were in their lack of give a fuck throughout the year. When you mimic your best player, that's what the Hawks are doing. Because Trae Young's a bad motherfucker, and Jason Tatum is a dookie. So,
think about that trade, dude. Luka for fucking Trae Young. Damn. So that's worked out for fucking both of them.
Think about this trade. Boston could have traded the Jaylen Brown pick for Luka.
Yeah, I know.
Why would you bring that up?
We bring up Barzal. Might as well just eat in misery. Speaking of misery, coaching carousel in the NBA is starting. Blazers go down. They mutually let go of their coach. Celtics don't have one. They should be probably making a move pretty soon. What do you think they're the best I know. Let's take our anger out of the conversation here about the Celtics and how disappointed we are. With a Tatum and a Brown there and the Celtics organization and how much they support their coaches and blah, blah, blah. Is that the best destination right now? When you talk about Celtics, Portland with Dame,
Orlando.
I think Portland's a better destination, truthfully. I mean, just because of Damian and Lillard. But you hear if he just endorsed Jason Kidd and immediately Kidd pulled out of the fucking running for the coach.
And he already made a cryptic message on I don't know if
I saw that like, how can we get better or something, or should I stick around?
Yeah. Thanks, Bill.
I'd offer fucking Jaylen Brown or Tatum for him. Do it.
For Dame?
Yeah, fuck yeah. There's not, I mean, think about the better young players in the league. I mean, what's better than these two?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't move
Jaylen Brown for
move
Damian
Tatum.
Lillard.
I would move Jaylen Brown and whatever else it took or takes to get him. Dude, I think that's a guy that can play with fucking Tatum. You know, I don't think Brown can. And
but the best part is too is that the only way to make the money work is you'd have to put Kemba in that deal.
That works.
You could throw an extra first round picks. Why don't you do like 4 or 5 to offset the shitty Kemba contract? I mean, shit like that could happen.
Here's your deal. Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker, and 3 first-round picks can get you kind of anybody in the NBA that wants to leave their team.
Mm-hmm.
Jaylen Brown's good enough and young enough and affordable. 3 first-round picks gets anybody. Dame's 32.
Oh, he's that old?
Yeah.
I take it back.
He's a year younger than Kemba.
I take it back. I thought he was in his still like mid to late 20s.
Maybe he's 31. Whatever Kemba is, Dame's a year younger. So
right, look it up.
If you want to make a trade, Celtics, Kemba Walker's money, Jaylen Brown's talent, and 3 first-round picks will go get you whoever you want to pair next to Tatum. I just don't think it's good enough. I think you need to add to Jaylen and Tatum to do something in the NBA. So
he'll be 31 in July.
Oh yeah, never mind. Younger than I thought. 31 going into the next season. Okay, that's NBA talk. NFL. You didn't start with. Oh, I guess we could start with Cam Newton hurting his hand. But that kind of flamed out. There at points, fireworks were being lit in the anti-Cam camp.
I was burning gas cans over here. Fucking
report. I think it was on Friday, right? Or was it on Saturday?
Dude,
that he
You have
left
no
OTAs.
fucking idea. You have no
Friday.
fucking idea.
He left OTAs with a hand, was putting his head in his hand like it was a serious injury, was shaking his arm.
Three of us were rejoicing and celebrating, just knowing that this could be it.
I believe I tweeted, we don't root for injuries, and then a firework gif. So that was basically.
We need more. We need more than a pussy finger. Okay. That's what we need more.
The only problem with that was the other report from that day was Mac Jones sucked and Jared Stidham was like 40 for 40 or whatever.
Yeah.
That is bad.
I don't give a shit. If Jared Stidham can come out and play and he's better than Cam, then fine. I'm anti-Cam because I've seen him suck for 12 games last year, and I think that's going to happen again. If he's good, I don't care. Let him play. If Cam's good, then great. Go to the Super Bowl. I just think he's going to suck, and I don't want him stealing reps from Mac Jones. And we know Stidham sucks, but if miraculously he doesn't, let him play. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who it is.
Anyone
just
but Cam.
Good. Just be good. Speaking of that, the prize target over the last couple weeks is not going to make whatever quarterback then is better for the NFL for the Patriots. Great segue, Rich. Julio Jones traded to the Titans today.
Who's gonna stop them? Jesus Christ.
Well, if you're a Chiefs fan and you're on Instagram, it's the Chiefs because they're the best team in the world.
Derrick Henry's the best. Oh God, Derrick Henry's.
Let me finish the damn headline. Julio Jones traded for a second-round pick this upcoming draft, 2022, a fourth and a sixth round in 2023. Before we get to the Titans talk, why did the Patriots not make this move?
Money.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't sound like he. It doesn't sound like he's restructuring.
Better question: is it acceptable that the Patriots did not make this move in that trade capital because of the contract? I guarantee they wanted him to restructure or the Falcons to retain X amount of money, and that was the difference maker, and that's why they. I would bet that's the difference. If it is it acceptable or should?
Yes, I mean he's about to be a 32-year-old wide receiver with a history of foot, knee, hamstring, groin injuries. You know, he played 8 or 9 games last year. You're seeing him break down every year. And again,
that's the first time he's ever missed time.
I know, but he's always nagging. He's always got nagging injuries that he's questionable. Last year, it doesn't matter, dude. He's a 32-year-old wide receiver making almost $20 million a year. I'm completely fine. I would have taken the player if you could have got him at a reduced salary, but $20 million, no way, no fucking way.
Ray?
I would have taken him. I mean, if you're doing the whole rebuild and you want all the weapons you can because Cam sucks that bad and you need every little binky that he needs to get 5 yards or 10-yard completion, then do it. But yeah, I can see the money issue, but we still have money under the cap, so we could have done it. We could have got out there. But maybe they're saving it up for someone else.
No, it's Julio Jones. You do it. It's 15 on the cap this year, 11 next year, and 11 next year. If you can eat the 15 this year, you would have had a cut like fucking Brandon Bolden or something. You could have done it. You absolutely could have done it. It's absolutely money. I bet they wanted to send something back in return. The reports were Sony Michel. The rumors were N'Keal Harry. Both of those guys carry first-round price tags, which is what, Bill? Like $3 to $5 million on a late first-round pick. So
yeah, Michelle's like 4.9. I think
the Falcons don't have enough cap space to sign their draft picks, so they couldn't take anything in return. The fact that they traded Julio Jones for a 4th round, a 6th round, and a 2nd round tells you what you needed to know. The guy is a high-profile asset that they had to sell on the cheap, and the fact that the Patriots didn't do it because they were cheap. No, it's fucking unacceptable. You just spent $250 million in the offseason. Go get a number 1 fucking wide receiver. And if he's 32 and injured for the next couple of years, whatever. It's the NFL. I don't know what's guaranteed after this season, but you're going to pay it to him this season. You've already paid $250 million this season. So what's another 15, Mr. Kraft, Bill? Just fucking do it. Pay him up front and cut him in a year if he gets hurt. That's how the NFL works.
You think I guess the rumors, he wanted to play with Cam Newton, but he also wanted to play with a quarterback who could throw the football down the field. So that
doesn't make Cam Newton.
So he probably have a trade clause. It didn't matter. Like
no, but they still tried to help him. They still tried to help him out to where to go.
Maybe I think the cap helped him out more than anything else.
But it's his contract. It's also his contract.
That money. The team that could was the Patriots, and they didn't. And their track record tells you it's because of money.
They couldn't afford him on the salary cap. That's the biggest problem because Mac Jones
$14.7 million open on the salary cap or something. All they had to do was cut some asshole as a left guard.
He always wants that extra money just in case for in-season stuff. Guys,
they absolutely could have did it. They didn't. And the worst part about not getting Julio is he goes to the Titans, who are going to be in your way. They're going to be. So go ahead, Bill or Ray. Ray, I think you labeled them unstoppable.
I didn't. No. I said they're probably one of the
AJ Brown, Julio Jones, Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill.
I said they're probably one of the best offenses in the NFL now. Top 5 at least.
They have. I mean,
you have the best running back in the NFL. You have Ryan Tannehill, who looked like a great quarterback last year. He had 33 touchdowns. He could throw the deep ball. He's got AJ Brown on one side, Julio on the other. I mean, who are you going to guard? You can't double both of these guys. So that's going to be one scary offense to watch this upcoming NFL season.
God, if only the Patriots could have had a wide receiver like AJ Brown.
Oh wait, they could have.
What is this? The go in live in past failed drafts show?
It's just so fitting right now. No,
that's a Sunday social. Biggest what ifs in the draft.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that would be a good one.
We already did.
We did. I did throw out one. What the biggest what ifs? Because we were talking about Gilmore. When he signed, it was like, what if that contract never played out? And that was a big money deal. But anyways, back to the Titans. Derrick Henry, 2,000 yards. He's fucking unstoppable if he's healthy. And I mean, I think it decreases Julio's value a little bit because I don't think they're going to throw as much, and they don't. They run a lot. But yeah, dude, AJ Brown. I mean, he's fucking disgusting. I don't think their defense is that great yet. You know, they've tried to invest heavily in it. I believe they brought over Bud Dupree coming off a torn ACL. It takes maybe a year. You've seen it with Hightower or sort of these guys that take about a year to come back really fully formed. So I mean, their defense is a question mark, but that offense looks pretty fucking.
I think the Titans snuck up on people the year they got to the AFC Championship. I think you ran into Lamar Jackson, who is wildly overrated in my book and can't throw in the playoffs. He's proven.
And you ran into a shitty Patriots team, a very overrated
Patriots team.
Overrated.
And you had a 21-point lead on the Chiefs, and they're the greatest football team ever. If you listen to anybody that follows Patrick Mahomes, so I guess that's no fault of theirs. But I don't give the Titans a whole ton of credence. They were your sneaky team last year, Bill. You could probably say they underachieved. Obviously, Julio Jones is fucking unbelievable. If he stays healthy and they have AJ Brown and you have to stack the box for Derrick Henry, those guys should have great years.
You just lost John Smith. I don't know if they're as good
as you think they are, right? I don't know if they'll be the offense that you think they are.
We'll see.
John Smith's gone too now and there. So. And it's still Ryan Tannehill.
It is still Ryan Tannehill. He did look good, but yeah, I don't know. Prove it. I don't know what. Give me that headline on the Aaron Rodgers and Packers owner update there.
Oh, so yeah, it was very hard to read.
Packers owner Mark Murphy came out this week saying that Aaron Rodgers has now split the fan base into twos because the one are for the organization saying that they're doing everything for Aaron Rodgers. The other side saying that they're not doing enough for Aaron Rodgers. And he's very mad at Aaron Rodgers for coming out in public and making these statements and wishes he kept it all in-house and had meetings with him instead of going out in the public and leaking this stuff. So what is mandatory minicamp starts soon, and he's
next
already
week, right?
Yeah,
next weekend.
Yep. Yeah, he's saying he's not going to show up, and they want to get this resolved before then. So
good, trade his ass.
I think he's on his way out.
We'll give you Mac Jones and Cam Newton,
and Sony Michel.
I don't think
and
they want to
trade Gilmore.
Yeah,
and aren't the Packers owned by the NFL? What's Mark Murphy's actual title?
He's the CEO.
He's a CEO. He owns the most stock shares.
Yeah, so they're the publicly traded team.
Yeah.
So the fans, Felger owns a piece of them.
No shit, Aaron Rodgers has split the fan base. Talk to anybody in New England. Brady's dead to you, or he's the greatest thing, and Patriots don't exist. This is what these guys do. This is turning in the NBA. I don't think it's good for the sport. It's good for the media. It's good for the drama. It's good for the fucking headlines. Yeah, Bogarts, you got to be better than that. But it's not good for the sport. We've seen it in the NBA. We were just bitching about Kyrie and KD and the Nets. Aaron Rodgers has always been a tool, and this is totally par for his career and the Packers and the way they treat their quarterbacks and the Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers. Perfect. Like the Brady snuck up on me. I didn't think he was going to be like that. But if this becomes a trend, Deshaun Watson is holding out after 27 women came out and said he diddled him or raped him or whatever. That guy's holding out and forcing trades. Like, come on, man.
They made the girls touch his butthole.
What are we doing? I don't like that. The players
I don't
should
like that
have
either.
rights. The players should have rights. The players should have rights, but not those rights. They should not be forcing people to touch their buttholes or forcing the way out of town when their team gave them $100 million contract 3 years prior. Aaron Rodgers, play out your fucking deal. Gronk. Remember when Gronk signed that deal after he missed like a whole season, had back surgery, couldn't play?
No, he signed. Didn't he sign that like year 1 or 2? Like he signed it early.
His brain was bleeding.
No. He signed it early, yes, Bill, but he missed all of that time. He was injured for like a year and a half, and then they came back, had some good seasons, and then the cap goes up. I hate that with players. You signed a contract. You know what the deal is. Like, play through the contract. This is what you signed. That's the whole point of a contract, isn't it?
Yes.
Fucking Aaron Rodgers. I hope he retires and goes to Jeopardy or whatever else. We don't have to see him anymore. Absolute diva. All right, this has been the Simple Minds Sports Show. Monday headlines, June 11th. 7th. June 7th. We'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Trying to look up when he signed it. I can't find the fucking thing.
I thought you were trying to find the butthole.
That'd be better news right now.
He just wants a little finger action. Leave him alone. Jesus.
So does this service include penetration?
Can you go knuckle deep in my asshole real quick for me? Thank you.
Just say it plainly, honey. What are you looking for? 1 or 2 knuckles? 2.
Kicking